All right, so I think this is my third Judge Dredd versus Terminator Inkstream. So probably for the whole piece though, it's probably like the sixth stream, and it'll probably be the last one I do, and then everything else that's on here, I'm just gonna finish it up in the aftermath. So right now I'm just erasing some of this right here, some of this Terminator jazz, and I'll probably start doing like a little bit of the background tonight. Yep. Let's clean that up. That rubber face guy out of there. Yeah, I thought that new Primal show was going to come on tonight, but I guess it's just on Cartoon Network, and then it's hitting season 3. It's hitting tomorrow on HBO, so looking forward to that. I was going to draw these guys in Mega City 1, but I'm probably going to do probably going to end up doing just Judgment Day. I think that might be fun. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, just stopping by, I appreciate you. I do these draw streams usually where there's like a couple characters battling it out. I also do reviews, comics, and how-to videos or whatnot. Thanks for stopping by. Halea Kamalapori, how you doing? I hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys having a good Sunday night. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And thanks. Thanks for hitting the like and the subscribing. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Doing the night streams. I'm probably going to be doing a couple day streams too next week. Probably tomorrow too. We'll see. I don't know. I got to go get some new glasses, so we'll see what happens. I got these metal glasses right here, but they're just not doing it for me anymore. So Speedwagon, thanks for stopping by. Oh, cool. Hell yeah. So I got to get some new glasses. I got to get my son some new glasses. Can you believe he broke 2 pairs of glasses in 2 days? Brand new pair of glasses. Kids, man. Yeah, so I got to go get him some new ones. I think I'm going to get those ones where they change in the sunlight. All right, have a good one, Helia. We have a good night. Let's see here. Almost done with this. Just a little bit more to go. All right. The more I erase this stuff, the easier it is to work through it. Not have to worry about too much more of the smearing. Let's see what I'm really dealing with. I always like to let the pencils chill for like a day or so if possible. Sometimes you don't get that luxury though. You just got to erase it. Maybe like an hour or something. So yeah, can't wait. Talk about Primal on the show a lot, so I can't wait for that. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Yep. Primal's going to be great. I'm hearing good things about it. I'm trying to avoid the spoilers. I know a lot of people are watching it right now. I wish they would make it. I think a judge cartoon would be really cool. Even by Guinea Teretovsky. I always forget how to pronounce his name. He does such a good job with Primal, you know. He would do a good Conan show too. There was some guy on Twitter that animated a Tower of the Elephant, the short Conan story. Well, I mean, it isn't that short, but he did a great job. So it's got a lot of potential. But a Judge Dredd TV show, that could be cool. A cartoon, yeah, something kind of old schooly, like American. I probably wouldn't do the manga route. I'd probably kind of just something like Primal. I think it would look really, really cool like that. Just personal like preference. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, because I did kind of like a futuristic scape. I was drawing a Lobo versus a New 52 Lobo the other day, so I kind of want to do something a little Judgment Day-y. So we'll probably start working on that. Judgment Day-y. Let's see here. So we start working on the background a little. There we go. Okay. And there's just kind of a lot of stuff going on right here, so. Thanks everybody for stopping by. I hope you're having a great Sunday evening. Hope you guys had a good weekend. All right, gonna get some buildings right here, some ruination. All right. Kind of charred remains. A little bit of that. We'll probably draw like fence like right there in the background or something like that. Let's try this. We'll bust out get that other pen. Let's see how this works out. Have some posts in there. Something like that. Right there. Just kind of eyeballing this. chill for a little bit like that. And then probably bring it up a little. Make it a little bit taller. Thanks for the 5 of you guys watching. You guys are awesome. And hope you're having a good Sunday night. Right now I'm just kind of winding down. Winding down today, then I wind back up, then I wind back down. Went to Starbucks and got a coffee earlier. Just for like flavor. I tend to like Dunkin' more though. Yeah. All right. Let those chill for a little bit. And then I'm gonna do a chain link fence right there. I think that'll be cool. We'll see how that'll work out. And then I need to get a little guard right quick for my side of my hand. I had one earlier. Oh, I know what happened to it. I spilled white out on it. Working on another piece. Let's see here. There we go. Hey, how's it going? It's a mess, or it's me. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Drawing some Dredd versus Terminator. Let's see here. Start working on that fence. Just gonna make it like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. The more messy, the more jagged it is, the better. Give it some character, you know. Yeah, hi. Hope you're having a good day. There's this movie I seen a trailer for. Well, I actually seen a trailer for a long time ago. It's called The Headhunter. It's like an hour-long fantasy movie, dark fantasy, about this knight that goes around and hunts monsters. Looked pretty cool. I never got to watch it, but now I really want to go check it out. Looks pretty fun. And I was looking at the runtime. It's only about an hour long. But definitely looks like something I want to check out. It's me, 2369. Oh, hey, how you doing? It's 2 of you. That looks dope. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to need to get some new glasses. Time for a checkup. It's funny too. You go and look at glasses and you see some that look really cool. Then you put them on your face and they just don't look right. It's like a haircut, man. Not every haircut's good on everybody, and not every pair of glasses. You gotta find some. I kind of like the 80s dad glasses. You know, I don't know why. I used to hate them growing up. My pops, he used to wear them. He used to wear the 80s dad glasses. You know, but I kind of like them. Thinking about it, I might get some more of those. I had some before, but they broke. Yeah. Can't beat that America's Best though. You get 2 pair of glasses and an eye exam for $80. You literally get glasses all the time. But the thing is, with me, with my job, I gotta have like those ones that change colors and stuff in the daytime. Let's see here. This chain link fence has got to be a little tighter. Yeah, I might make it a little, I might leave it fat like that, even though it's not realistic, but it looks fun. Yeah, they are, right? Right glasses and everything. It could be pretty tough. Could be pretty tough. You gotta get the right ones. There we go. Yeah, I love putting backgrounds in my drawings if I can, you know. It really adds another dimension to it. Even if it's just, you know, a little bit of something. I just think a little bit of something's better than a whole lot of nothing, you know. If I can, you know, I really don't like my character just kind of floating around in a void fighting, you know. Get tie in a little background, you know, little character. Kind of puts you in there a little bit. Hey, what's up, Homer? Thanks for stopping by, buddy. I cover the drawing like that so I don't get all that, you know, white out and dirty smudge. It starts to smudge if I do it otherwise. So that's why I use this. It's like a guard. So, but 90% of the time I usually don't. But right now I noticed I was doing it a lot. So some people wear like a little glove too. I need to get that later on. So yeah. Yeah, it's kind of good to do that. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add a little bit more fence like that. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm looking for that randomization. It's kind of far away, you know. And you got to remember, like a bomb went through this, through Judgment Day, so. And I can even come back and I'll put some holes in it. Yep, Omer's got it. To prevent the smudge. The smudgy smudge. I gotta go get some more paper too. Or actually, I got paper. I got a ton of paper. I got this, like, it's kind of like cardstock paper. It's similar to Bristol, and it works just the same. I got it. My homie showed me where to get it online for really, really cheap. So I might just start using that. Otherwise, it's just sitting there all by itself, all by its lonesome. There we go. There we go. We don't need this to be perfect. Get that jagged, ragged ratchet. Ratchety. I got a pistachio coffee from that, what is it? Starbucks. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Let's do something like that. I got one more over here. Are you coloring that drawing? You know what? I'm not, but I was thinking about doing a couple highlights or a couple notes. I might get a Sharpie and add some silver. I really wanted to see Judge Dredd like in an all silver costume, silver and black. I was saying the other night, if I ever do a Judge Dredd comic, I'm gonna get rid of the gold and it's just gonna be silver. I think he'll look cool like that. And I'm gonna ditch the green the green in the costume would just be all solid black. I think he would look really, really badass like that. Yeah, kind of like Shadow. Yeah. And then right here, I'll probably draw a little barbed wire going up through here like this. A bit of barbed wire, you know. Maybe Skynet's got a little something going on over here, you know. Maybe just where they're building another Arnie. And I said it last time, and I say it again. Sometimes I just think of stuff when I'm drawing. It's like the similar thoughts. I got to erase that right there. Just a little more pencil. I want to watch that Netflix Terminator show. I'm hearing good things. You got this Terminator with like a crossbow. How's it going, Tama Turg? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I don't know if you're still there, Omer, but I'm probably going to be doing some live day draw streams for the next couple months. I'm going to be doing some day ones and some night ones like this because I got a crazy schedule. Crazy. You would laugh if I told you my schedule. It's fucking gnarly. But it's only supposed to be for like 2 months, hopefully. It's going to be an adventure. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to day stream tomorrow too. Little one. Lindsay Holloway. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah. We're drawing a little Judgment Day background right here. Yeah. A little bit of the Judgment Day. I'm gonna mess with this just a little bit while I'm here. There's a little eagle shoulder pad. Ryder Gensimer. Yeah, I remember you. You were from the other night. Yeah. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. Tom Turg, so you drawing comics kind of? Yeah, these are, I mean, I'm doing the kind of like I guess a comic book style. And this is Judge Dredd from, different from 2000 AD and the movies, and this is the Terminator T-600 with the rubber skin from Terminator Salvation. I wanted to draw this one because I thought it'd be a fun character to draw, and it is, and I would draw it again too, to be honest. Because now, upon researching it, there's a bunch of different T-600s. There's not just one. You got big ones, small ones, some with rubber, some without. Crazy. Yeah. Yep. I'll put a little bit of silver on that, or a little glare on this wings real quick. Little shine. Let's see. Hit me up. We should do a stream together. Though the app here, we can do a collab. Yeah, dude. Definitely. That'd be cool. I'll have to DM you or something. See what's up. I've been wanting to try to do that. It's just I'm usually kind of like by myself at night. And I would just kind of go randomly. I try to keep a schedule, but it's kind of hard, especially now, and it's always switching it up. Yeah. See, I would love to see a Flash or Daredevil drawing. Hey, man, it's me again. Nice to see you. one of your lives again. Hey, how you doing there, Mini Laws? Hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'm doing good. Still alive, still kicking. You know, that's all that matters. Yeah. Thanks for all the 100s, everybody. You guys are awesome. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have to do like a short on this. I'll put some metal. I'll throw down on some death metal. Find a band that's cool, and for all the stuff that I don't show on here. Oh, okay. Well, have a good night. Hope you have an awesome week. Because I wanted to put some silver. I want to get a silver Sharpie on here, but I'm probably not gonna have time for that. And then this guy is whatchamacallit, this guy's got to go to bed eventually. It's me. Hit the. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm not gonna use that one anymore. Let's see. I'm probably gonna start using this one. Yeah, this one's better. Okay. So we got that. I think I'll jump back. I'll leave that be for a little bit. This. Huh. There we go. Okay. So I'll come back with that. We'll go back with one of these. Ooh, 10 likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I don't deserve that. All right. These like hills right here. It's probably like Hollywood. That's usually how it feels when you're watching a Terminator movie. Always feels like Judgment Day is like somewhere in Hollywood, or in California. Definitely has got those vibes. I hate that word, vibes. Vibes and aura. Got that aura, man. Mad aura. But yeah, Daredevil, man. I would draw Daredevil. I usually like to draw like stuff I haven't seen before, like some random movie character like this dude. But I like mainstream characters too. Sorry, and sometimes I want to take my crack at them, before I die. And a lot of those characters I drew when I was like 7 years old. Now I'm 43, so I think I've picked up a little bit along the way. So I would like to take another crack at it. And it's for me, it's challenging when I draw mainstream stuff. I feel like I got so many people that like that do such a good job at it, and so it's kind of, for me, it's challenging as opposed to like drawing T-600. I'm sure there's people out there that have drawn it really good, better than me, but there's not a lot. And I do like to see new stuff too, so yeah. And I like to like kind of cook up storylines, Like imagine if Judge Dredd went in there and he was fighting Terminators. Wouldn't that be cool? I would do that story. That's what I'm saying. If I ever do a Judge Dredd, that'll probably be that, and he'll be rocking this costume. It'll be all black and silver. He would look fucking metal, man. He would look so cool. How's it going, Cozy Koi? Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna get some more buildings back here, and then in the aftermath of Judgment Day. I was just talking about that the other night. That title intro, the intro music for just the Terminator, the first one, so cool. I mean, Terminator 2 is just as good as well, but that first theme, it's pretty awesome. It's like just total awesomeness. Kind of trying to find that cooked, that cooked feeling that these things have. That char, on the buildings, on the skyscrapers. And then we'll come in there and we'll draw some more. Yeah, we'll get some more going. Let's see here. Gotta get your spots in there just right, Let's see here. Do you have a favorite hero to draw down? To be honest with you, I would say the Max. That was, I haven't drawn him in like 20 years, I think. But that was the one I would always draw, would be the Max, Sam Keith's. Because I could draw him in high school, I would sit there and draw him without looking at anything. I could draw him right out of my head. Swamp Thing's pretty fun too to draw. I don't need reference for him. Also, Venom, I could draw him out of my head. And I found that out because I like made myself do it. One time I was at a comic book convention and I had my buddy there and he's like, just draw, Matt Burke, draw, and I was like, okay, fuck. And we had no internet. Okay. They had internet, but it was like $100 a day. And I wasn't, making any money over there. It was my first convention. So I just started drawing like Swamp Thing out of my head and, it came out okay, Venom. I did a Venom, just as a sketch, but someone ended up buying the Venom, so that was really cool. And what else did I draw? Yeah, I drew those two. Cool. Hey, what's up, Fritz? How you doing, man? Well, yeah, we're working on the background right now, drawing a little Judgment Day action back there. But yeah, and then the Max, I used to be able to draw him out of my head, but now because I used to draw him so much, I'm a little like, it's a little daunting now, but I would do it. I got to do it. I'll do it eventually, you got to get in there. Life's too short. It's all about those little moments, of fun with yourself, with your friends, and with your family. Family, friends, and yourself. That's the secret of life. Are those little moments, and they're just little ones. They're very small. Little moments, you got to stop and enjoy life. You got to cool down and just kind of slow down for a second, find out what you love doing and what makes you happy, you got to take a breath sometimes, man. Yeah. Cause it's short. Life is very short. Like I say, it's a roller coaster, man. You get on, you go up and down, upside down, all around. And then you get off. You do get off that roller coaster. So you might as well have some fun. You never know when the roller coaster is going to stop. So I'm trying to get this char in here. We were talking about James Cameron a lot because of the new Avatar movie. If you guys haven't seen the new Avatar, go check it out. It's fucking cool. A lot of people like it. A lot of people don't. A lot of people said it's not that great. I say it's not that bad. It's pretty cool. Let's see here. Later, Matt. Have a good stream. Good to see you streaming and kicking butt. Hey, you too, Omer. It's good to catch you earlier today, man. Keep on. We just got to keep pushing, man. Just got to keep pushing. That's all there is to it. Dramaturg, I'm curious. In your opinion, which comic is a must read? Which? Oh, there's a lot, man. There's tons of them. One of my favorite comics is Mosaic by Kyle Hotz. I really like that book. That's a must read for me. The Crow, that's a must read. Both '90s books. '90s gets shit on a lot, but there was a lot of good books that came out back then. A lot of like low key books that a lot of people don't really talk about. They just talk about like a lot of the Spawn and Image and all that stuff, which is cool too. I like that one a lot. I like Sin City by Frank Miller. Obviously, Dark Knight Returns, Batman Year One. Those are staples. I like those ones a lot. Yeah, I could just kind of keep going on. There's so many books. A lot of people like, like Alan Moore's Watchmen. One book that I want to check out that I haven't, that I just hear great stuff about is Alan Moore's Swamp Thing. I haven't got a chance to read that yet. That's on my list. Right now, Conan's killing it. I'm loving the new Conan stuff. I could recommend that. The Goon, if you've ever, not gooners or not gooning, that's like a new term. But the actual Goon comic, that's really good. See, now I'm starting to open up. Hellboy, I'm surprised I forgot about that. Hellboy is a freaking must read. And the cool thing about Hellboy is it's kind of long, but it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It's definitive. And even after the end, he goes to hell, right? And when he goes to hell, he starts hunting him up some demons, and most of them are like his family members. So yeah, I think that as far as the best comic of all time, Hellboy, must read. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's just so many books. There's a lot. When I was a kid growing up, I read Mad Magazine a lot. Yeah, no goodness here. I read Mad Magazine a lot when I was a kid, and I really got into actually reading comics in my 20s, and really developing a love for the medium itself and the writing and what you could do with storytelling, But in that, I was just looking at the pictures. There was a story that I read when I was a kid. I remember a lot, and this is before the Max. So the Max is a good comic too, but there's only like 20 issues, and it gets really heady, a little too heady, and I don't like that. The first like 5 or 6 issues, it's heady, but it's also pulpy. Like he's running around, he's like this jungle king. He's got his jungle queen. He's fighting all these monsters in the outback. It's in Pangea. It's fucking sick. And then he flashes forward into like modern times, and he's a bum in an alley, and he's got a social worker, and he's got these claws and. That he got from the outback, that he stuck his fingers into some lava, and it hardened his middle finger and made it a big claw, and it's just cool, just really pulpy, like kind of Conan and Edgar Rice Burroughs, like very Robert E. Howard type stuff. But then it just gets a little too heady after that. So I recommend. It's cool to check out though, And I kind of like things that end a bit, that have an ending, But I went off topic. I was gonna say Sabretooth. There's from X-Men, the Sabretooth series. That's, I forgot who wrote it, but it's drawn by Max. I think his name is Max Taxiera. That book, I really liked that growing up too. There's a lot. And one of my first comic books was the Batman adaptation. I really love that. I still have it. I have all these books too. I saved all my comics as a kid. Growing up, that one was really cool. It's got on the front cover. It's die cut, so it's got Sabretooth, and the 2 O's in his name, Tooth, are cut out, so you could see his face when you fold it open. It's really badass. Yeah, man. I also recommend Weapon X by Barry Windsor Smith, and I think it's yeah, I forgot who wrote that one. Barry Windsor Smith, and is it John Byrne? I can't remember right now. Barry Windsor Smith drew it. I don't think it was Frank Miller that wrote it, because he later on did the Ronin story, and we went to Japan. I'm horrible. I'm horrible. Then, like, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. As far as like modern comics, a lot of people hate on the New 52. I like that a lot. I like the Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. And Greg Capullo was a Spawn artist, and I liked his style. And I like what they did with a lot of the Batman stuff for New 52. I thought that was awesome. And I really liked Spider-Man, or not, I'm sorry, Swamp Thing by. I like Swamp Thing even more by Scott Snyder and Yannick Paquette. It was full on horror, just a horror book. I think Snyder does good with horror, and the artwork in there by Yannick, the panel bordering, it's just like flora and rot, and oh man, it's just really cool. I think a lot of people just didn't check that out because they didn't like that era of the New 52, the reboot and whatnot. Just kind of over it, you know. I would check them out. I'm new with comics. I really enjoyed Daredevil Born Again. Yeah, that's a classic, you know. A lot of people cite that. Anything like there's a lot of old stuff I got to go pick up. That I also want to go pick up Mike Barron's Punisher run. I also want to go pick up Chuck Dixon's Punisher run. Ooh, totally forgot. My favorite Batman story is the Nightfall storyline by Chuck Dixon and Graham Nolan. I have all three of the Nightfall storyline. I recommend that, you know. Usually when people ask me like who my favorite artists are and writers and comics, I'm just like a deer in the headlights, and I forget everything. I forget all the stuff I have, and I can't even think. I'm just like I start glitching out. But that one's very 90s, you know, the whole it's you know, Bane's awesome. He's my favorite villain. He breaks Batman's back, and then Batman, you know, he leaves and has to go and find himself, and then Azrael becomes Batman, and he's got all these cool costumes, and he keeps upgrading, and he's got this like program in his head that's programmed by some order of the Saint Dumas. And it's like some Knights Templar like organization that has all this crazy tech that makes him build cool shit. Then you have Dick Grayson. He's fighting for the mantle of Batman. He's actually being the old school Batman with the old school costume. He's having to fight Azrael. Then he gets it back, and then Bruce Wayne comes, and it's just a really cool story, and it's just very 90s. And I think a lot of people, like if they grew up in the 90s, they have like 90s sensibilities in them. Like it's like they kind of, not everybody, but a lot of people do, you know. And so some of that 90s cheese and that over the top 90ness, that aura, that vibe of the 90s, you're probably gonna like it, you know. Yeah, you know, that Batman animated series, like Gargoyles, Ninja Turtles, all that good stuff. And all that stuff's a little cheesy, but it's cool. Yeah, I was actually watching Gargoyles last night. So good, very well put together show. Flashpoint though, I never read Flashpoint. I watched the cartoon. It was pretty good. I like the Thomas Wayne Batman in there. That was a cool character. DC threw down on like 100 really good cartoon movies, and then they got kind of woke towards probably maybe in the last 6 years, but they did like a straight up 100 movies that were animated, something like that, somewhere around 100 or something like that, that were just badass. Yeah. This right here, so we got the background right there. It's decent. I'm gonna start doing I might leave that like that for now. Kind of had an idea for a second, but I might get a little too crowded. Now I'm gonna start drawing some. I'm gonna draw some more shells down here. We got 46 minutes. Let's see here. Get the lid for this. Which comic with Venom do you think is the best or good ones? I would like to buy one of in the future. So for me, for my money, I like the Rick Remender, um, Tony Moore run where Flash Thompson is Venom. It's the Agent Venom line. I think they made probably about 20 issues. For me, that's like hands down my favorite. You know, I like that one a lot. And then I was collecting the Donny Cates stuff. That was fucking badass with Null. There was so many little like tie-ins too. I wanted to get. They had some character called Wraith or something. He was cool. I think Null's a cool character. And then so I jumped out of that. I was also collecting the like they did a Carnage like a Carnage run within that, but they have omnibuses for those. So I recommend definitely the whole like King in Black line. That was really cool. And also before that, I have read all of them. Is the Agent Venom line of Flash Thompson. Because what happens is Flash Thompson, they took like the most boring character and made him the most interesting. You know, he was just a bully. But then he goes to war. He becomes a veteran. He saves people. He gets his legs blown off. You know, he becomes a paraplegic. You find out his dad like beats him, and his dad's an alcoholic. So he's always dealing with this PTSD from the war and his father. So he's always drinking. He's in the wheelchair. And then Venom wants him. The symbiote wants him, you know, because he has merit, you know. So they go together like peanut butter and jelly, and they get together, and it's such a cool costume. And they're kicking ass. They're fighting monsters and stuff. And I like it. I really liked, and I love the artwork. Tony Moore's art is fantastic. He's got that kind of Greg Capullo art style a little bit. That was right after like Walking Dead. So he jumped off that and jumped into that, I think. Venom #1 by Donny Cates. Yeah, I think that might be pretty good, you know. I didn't read all of them, but yeah, I like the Null character, and I read a lot of them though. I read a lot. And Stegman's art, he's another one that kind of has that Capullo 90s feel when he was drawing that in that time. His style changed though. He changed his style about 2 years ago. So I'm not a real big fan of his style that he's doing on X-Men right now, but I understand the simplification, trying to burn through the pages. You gotta do that, and once you can do it, it's pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Phil? Thanks for stopping by, man. Everybody check out Zaid Comics. Check out The Man with No Strings. That book is badass. I just read that the other day. It's a really cool, wild, weird Western. You can go check it out on zaidcomics.com, man. Oh, thanks for the Dredd, man. Yeah, I was thinking if I ever do a Dredd comic, I'm going to make them silver and black. I'm going to ditch the gold and the green. Yeah, maybe I'll have them fight some Terminators. Let's see here. What do I want to use? Trying to think real quick. Oh, he just printed the proof? Cool. Yeah, so he's got his 0 issue out right now, folks. You can go get that on his website. And he's coming out with issue #1. And the artwork in there is just phenomenal. We were talking about 90s artwork, and his artist is a Bedra, man. He's definitely got kind of a 90s feel. His style is definitely like Silvestri. I put him up there with Silvestri. If I would be so bold, it looks that fucking good. Yeah. So go check that out, and I can't wait to see where the characters go. I wish I could kind of spoil it a little bit, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna have to do a review on that so people could check it out, man. And I'll be definitely picking that book up. That issue #1 will be launching. Also, if you guys don't pick up that issue 0 tonight, you can pick it up when the issue #1 launches. I'm sure he'll have a catch up on there. Catch up like the tomato. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm also working on my book too, Hell War. I forgot about that. I think I got 90 pages lettered, and then I submitted my Kickstarter. my Kickstarter got denied, so I have to go back and redesign my Kickstarter page so it's not so gory. I have too much. My book's ultra violent, so I got to go back and find some money shot pages without the ultra violence. And my trailer, I put my trailer up on there too. My trailer is ultra violent too, so I had to rip my trailer off. So more work for me. Let's see, your number one will launch next month. I think it's been long enough. We're going to have to talk spoilers for book one. Yeah. That's going to be cool. So it'll be coming out in February, and then I'll be launching my book in mid-March. So you got two kick-ass books coming your way. And I should be printing the books pretty quick. I'll have it set probably for like November, just as like just so if there's any like problems or whatnot, I like to put a late date out there just in case, because I'm gonna print out a proof, see what my book looks like, and then what tweaks I need to, send it over to my editor, let him look at it, and then I'm gonna print a bunch of them. Hopefully that's the plan. If not, I'll get it done some other way. I'll print them myself and I'll sell them on my store. Let's see here. So I'm going to draw like a Terminator type skull right here, coming out of the sand. Let's see here. Kind of looks like one of the smaller ones. Let's see here. I need to draw a little bigger one right here. Let's see. Let's try this out. I'll put like one of these right here, so it looks kind of like a machine, like that. You have that light right there. So we got that right there. And this little one right here. This little skull right there might be a little too small. So we'll have to get in there and we're gonna reverse engineer that. So with this, let's see what we can do. We'll make a rock out of it or something, right? So we'll go like that. Look at that. Let's see. Now he's gone. Bye-bye. And then put a couple cracks in there. Forget about it. Fuck them. There we go. So we got that. Then I'll come in right here with a little bit of this dry brush right here. Make a little textures. Make some textures. You want to get that kind of soil feel, you know, kind of rocky and whatnot. I might draw some like cans in there or something. I'm kind of looking for that organic feel, you know. Might draw a little mud somewhere. Little oil spill. Okay. Okay, kind of murky. A little tarry, you know. And then I'll make this little rock pop right here. And I could go back and fix that rock too. right. Right, let's see here. Let's see. The wrong one. Let's try this one out. This one's got a little more juice in it. That should dry off a little bit. So we got that. All right, we got this. Thanks for you guys for stopping by. I appreciate that. Okay, we got that. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Got a little rockadoo right there. There we go. A little bit. There we go. All right. Let that dry a little bit like that. Let that little mess dry for a little bit. Let's see here. What else are we gonna go? What else are we gonna do? Oh, okay. Where's that? Let's see. Is this that one I was messing with earlier? Yeah. I think we could do. I think we're gonna go ahead and throw some silver down on that guy. Let's see. Get my lucky pencil out. Throw some shade on this fool. All right. Put shade on this guy. A little bit of shade. All right. Try a little bit of light on that real quick. Go. Put a little shade on him. I think we'll start throwing some shade down on our boy Dreadnought. Let's see here. I could get the chrome. Let me try that out. I think I'm gonna do that just for fun. Be right back. Have some fun with this Sharpie right now. Let's see here. All right. That. See, that's your art. Dope. Reminds me of Frank Miller art. Oh, thanks. Yeah, Frank Miller's one of my favorites. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see here. That. Let's see here. Have you tried streaming on Whatnot? I can run cells as you draw. Oh, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't done that before. That's something I've thought about it though, but maybe in the future sometime. That'd be pretty cool. Definitely something to think about. 100%. 100%. Yeah. See here. There's that. Just a little bit of silver on here. Let's see here. All right, let me try it like this. Just trying to do a little bit of silver stuff here. Nothing too crazy everywhere, but yeah. This feels like one of the most important pieces you've done. Gotta have a little silver in there. Let's see here. A little bit of silver. This is gonna be nice and shiny, you know. Really wanted to sell that Dredd, that silver one. So yeah. Get in there a little bit more with that. That silver belt buckle. Let's see. It's a little hint every now and then. Yeah. There we go. Let me look at it in the mirror real quick. See what I'm working with. Yeah. Let's try something else. There we go. And then the face, I might mess with it a little bit more now. Got that silver. We're going about an hour and 23 minutes. Okay. Ooh, 11 people watching. You guys are awesome. 12 likes? Oh, hell yeah. Thanks for hitting the liking and the subscribing, man. You guys are awesome. Let's see here. I want to get a little more teeth action in here. And a little bit more. See, so you can see his mouth, right? That's a little darker in there like that. Yeah, there we go. Let's really make that pop, you know. Make that sing. There we go. A little bit better. All right. And then there's that. There we go. There we go. Probably gonna leave it like that. Don't want. I'm like itching to draw a little nostril in there. I'm like, nope, don't want to do it. Can't have the nostril in there. Almost, though, almost. Yeah, don't want to do it. You gotta have that void. That void, but I need this separation right here. There we go. That separation. Just want these talons to pop a little bit more. There we go. Right, all right, all right. What we got? Let's start moving back over here. Still going for a little bit longer. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? right. Oh, oops. Get a little squeeze out of this pan. I gotta refill it. I don't want too much of a squeeze though, because I want that dry effect for this one. This one's got the Japanese ink in it. It's not super duper dark. You guys ever watch that Matt with the 4Ts? Man, that's such a good fucking channel. He really does his comic booking on there. Okay, we're just gonna kind of come in here a little bit. More Dredd, man. We need more Dredd. I'm telling you. We really do. Really do. Get that hill in the background, you know. A little bit of hill. All right. All right, so we got that. Kind of muddy down here. Right. We're getting somewhere a little bit. All right. He's dropping stuff. Look at this real quick. Gotta look at it in the mirror. Yeah, I see some areas of opportunity. Most definitely. This page got a lot of smells going on in it. It's right dark. Let's see here. Lots of smells. Okay. Pick up some of this water ripple right here. This guy needs to pop a little more, even though he is metal, so he's kind of shiny, but he needs a little more pop action. At least the outline of it. I think one artist that does really good outlines, what makes his art pop, is John Boy Myers. If you guys haven't checked out his work, it's fucking awesome. Phenomenal. I'm not sure if this area right here is filled or not, but I'm going to fill it. There we go. Take my liberties. There we go. There's that. Come down here like that. I'm going to do some of this too. Try to do the same language over here. Try to keep it consistent. All right. Somewhat. There we go. Make this one pop out a little more back here. Little rods. There we go. It's a little better. Popping and locking. There we go. Whoop. Okay. Let's see. All right, so we're getting there. Pretty much there. Just got a couple tweaks to do here and there. Let me see. Yeah, pretty much there. for the most part. Yeah. There we go. Let me get this outline on that. Sir Dredd. Let's see here. Try one more thing real quick for fun. Let's trying to find a little bit of red in there. Let's see if I can find one real quick. That's what I wanted to do last night. Right back. I'm gonna try a little something. I'm running out of colors, but I got one red. So let's get in there. Don't need too much, but just a little bit of something. All right. It's the kids. Yeah. Just need a little bit of red for the Terminator. Yeah. There we go. Terminator looking back at you. It's for fun. These things are pretty badass, though. They got all the colors in there. Yeah. Just use them. I was going to use an orange one, but the red worked out. Yeah. But thanks everybody for stopping by. Pretty done with this. I might make a couple. I'm going to make a couple tweaks, but I'm not going to tie up any more watch hours for it. We got to do something else. So I'm going to try to do a stream tomorrow in celebration of Primal, because that comes out tomorrow at like 11 o'clock or something like that. So looking forward to that. And that's going to be on HBO. So do something with Primal. I want to do something in kind of like my style with, definitely going to do Spear. Spear's my boy. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be cool. And then I have some other ideas too. And then I did a bunch of polls too of stuff that I was going to draw. So just some of them are kind of got that kind of Halloween feel to it, but we can still do it, you know, because every day around here is Halloween, right? Where you're going, every day is Halloween. McFarlane, man, he's always swearing he's gonna make that Spawn movie. I seen something on Instagram the other day where it looked like a Blumhouse advertisement, but you know we've seen those for years. You never really know what's gonna go on with the Spawn movie. Just hoping soon. It's just that I don't know, man. I can never get the script signed off on. I guess I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, almost done with this. Gotta erase a couple more spots, and then I might throw some spatter here and there. But I think this piece was pretty fun. Got to throw some silver on my boy Dredd. You know, first time I've ever drawn Dredd before, so I had a blast doing that. I know next time I'll probably do something different. I got him to chunk this Terminator pretty good too. He got his do propers, if you will. Do propers on the T-600. You know, it's Dredd, man. You just never stand a chance. Never stand a chance. But let's see. Get a couple dots of that. There we go. A little bit. Cover that up. Stupid ink. There we go. Something like that. A little bit more in there. Yeah. But I guess I'm going to be goes into bed right now. Thanks everybody for checking out the stream. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll throw down on one tomorrow. Always remember to be bold, be brave, roll the bones to know your role, and most importantly, if the artist isn't starving, then the artist isn't hungry. I'll see you guys next time, and keep it metal.